Hello everybody, welcome to PSGL here for round 11 of the F2 Championship here at Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, apologies if there's issues with the microphone. I am noticing it's a bit loud, isn't it? But hopefully all is good. Hopefully you can hear me alright. Hopefully you can hear the game alright, because I have had a couple of issues with it recently. And yes, the jet engine's back. I know PSGL never had the pleasure of hearing the jet engine too often, but it is pretty much a feature now, unfortunately. Nothing I can really do about that, but yeah, I mean, I had it cleaned out there, fully cleaned out, but it's nothing saving this thing. So it's back to jet engine McGee. It's not as bad as the old PlayStation, so you know, you take what you can get here. Now, I'm noticing that the stream doesn't appear to be live for anybody yet, which is a bit weird because I've just looked and it's live. Yeah, very much live, I think. Well, yeah, it is live, so I just do not know why it's not showing up. Anyway, Jack there has gone fastest. Here's Tom, who goes third fastest. That's Narnia for Tom, and Ollie just starts a lot. Let's follow him round here. We've got yellow flags everywhere, but it shouldn't be anything too serious. We haven't got any fatalities yet, which just tends to be what happens when you get a yellow flag around here. But yeah, or at least when you get a yellow flag, at least your retirement. I mean, seriously, if you ever cross in that last sector, you're gonna be dead, and you'd be dead. Hasn't set a lot though. Okay, it appears that the stream is full, isn't it? Anyway, his teammate, look, Will. Wonder if it's a bit of team play, isn't it? I mean, that's what we've seen there. As the championship favourite moves out of the way to give Ollie P1. No, he still balls it. Sorry, he had a go. Anyway, as far as I can tell, everything's working alright for the stream. I just can't see it. There's a slight issue, but oh well. We're watching Samster as he heads around, getting ready to start his lap. He has got him on his way back to the pit lane, so I don't think he really cares if he has an accident or not, as long as it doesn't kill the car completely. But here's Samster riding on board through turns 1 and 2. It's really important to stay on that curb on the way into turn 1, because it can really open up your turn 2. And he's just cut turn 2 as a result of maybe not using the curb enough at turn 1, and it just ruins the lap because it instantly invalidates. It's one of those harsh corners on the whole game, and yeah, it's caught him out there. Warren out there, Dylan Warren. On a set of mediums. We should follow Jack around. We've got 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go. More than enough time, as I'm sure you will agree, to do stuff. To do stuff. I wonder what stuff he'll do. We'll be getting to 1 minute 7, so I'd imagine we might have a chance. These guys are pretty quick. You know, I'm not going to ride on board for this one because I think it's a bad luck charm, honestly. So let's ride outboard on Jack. I mean, we watched his whole lap from outboard and it went P1. You know, you got to think about the luck in this situation, and I got to make sure I keep his luck to the maximum. And the stream is still not showing up. Frick. Ah, there it is. Lovely. Hello, stream people. Good to see I can actually see you now. So Jack already up by nearly a tenth of a second through the first sector. A good start to the lap, certainly for him. Heading up the hill through turn 6. A corner is actually rather easy to lose the back end on with the exit speed. If you have a little bit too much, you can get caught on the curb and then spin off. But luckily Jack has kept it facing the right direction. He's got a Ferrari just ahead. That could be really... well, I've heard him. Obviously, but yeah, I'm not going to even try and guess because I will get it wrong. And this is on for the 1 minute 7s. As up to the line comes Jack. Should be a good time. He's got the toe from the Ferrari as well. It's not quite at 1:07, but it is P1 by a little bit more distance. Will is up by a bit as well. Jack's final second was a bit poor, so Will, let's see how his is. Yeah, that made sense. P2. Now, Connor, are you saying that the mic is bad quality, or are you saying something else is bad quality? Because I was asking about that earlier. Because I need to know the mic's bad quality, because I can't really tell. I don't know if the gain's a bit too much. It feels it might be a bit. Is that better? Is that any better? Hope I'm not just messing about with it now just for no reason. Actually, you know what? Let me just listen to it myself. That's probably a better way of telling. Maybe I'm just a bit too close to the microphone. How's that one for y'all? Right, so no one's on the lap right now apart from Oliver. And, well, that's not necessarily going too well for him. Tom is in Narnia. Nick is slow. Him. He. Ams to the line. I know I said AMS the other week, but I'm just gonna call him Ams now because that's the first one that came to mind when I saw his name. Apart from he's currently 2.2 seconds up the pace. He can quite frankly reverse around this track and still go quicker than that. So let's see how he gets on in the first sector. He's already up by over 2/10 of a second. I assume he did his lap on the hards. Let's just quickly look at that. Yeah, did his best on the hards. So oh, it's invalid though. It's invalid. Or he's just given up on it, one or the other, but more than likely invalidated. Now there's CC Brain also invalidated. Ollie though is going to try again. Nick has now started, and that must mean that Tom has also started. There's Skivan getting out of the way. And Tom is ahead of his teammates, so we'll watch him in the Mercedes. You can see the way that he's geared through there. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. I know some people that only go down to 5th and stay there and don't bother with 6th at all into there, but yeah, Tom went with a bit of a wacky route there, trying to murder his gearbox. Let's see if it results in a good lap time at the end of it though. At the minute it's not really on for an improvement in position. It is up for a lap time improvement. As up to the finish line he comes. Yeah, it improved the lap time but not the position. As Nick goes 5th. Ah, great, I've lost my TV. TV has gone kaput, people. Well, crap, man, what do I do? Right, give me a second, let me try and turn it back on. I don't even know what happened to that. I must have hit something by accident. Right, well. Here's hoping the television comes back. There we go. Television is coming back on, people. Why is it all just gone silent? Okay, right, okay, we'll get back. Right. Just in time for some laps. Or a lap. Because Will's bottled it. Because of course he fucking has. When doesn't he frickin' bottle it? The frick. Okay, I don't know why I call him the challenger favourite, honestly. Like, he's a bottling. I don't know how he's managed to get in this position. Maybe it's because so many people have left, you know? That makes sense, actually. Why? That does make sense. Sorry, Will, I'm going to stop believing you now, because here comes Jack in a poor final sector in his last attempt, so expect this to possibly go a bit quicker. No toe this time, however. So, well, either way, it's still a slower last sector than the lap before, so there was clearly something he made a mistake on his best lap, but he's pitting. Prague is not doing a good lap. Warren's in the pit. Samster, he looks to still be pushing, actually. So let's follow him round. Well, I say improving, he's on a good lap, I mean, because we haven't actually seen him do, I don't think we actually saw him do a lap yet. Here he comes to the finish line. Taking the shortest way to the finish, and it should be top 5. It is indeed top 5. Handy lap there for him. So, liking the gaps. I mean, it's what you come to expect around this track, mind you, considering it's only 1 minute 8 seconds long, but still, nice gaps. And it looks like we've got a bit of Ferrari team play going on here. Praga going for his second lap on this set of softs, but looking to make it his best of the session so far. He's currently 8/10 off P1, so definitely plenty of time to find, but no, we're not going to do the slipstream game. I thought we were going to do a bit of a slipstream madness, but I guess not. I feel extremely offended about this Praga right now. I feel offended watching it, as Will goes fastest on the second try. Will Praga have the same type of luck on his second try? At the moment he's not on to make any positions up, unless he has a stonker of a final sector, which would have really helped if he had his teammate here to tow him along. But to the line comes Praga. Yeah, it's P11. So Will end up being the first one to break into the 1 minute 8s or in 1 minute 7s, and you know what? Jack ain't too happy about that, so he's coming straight back on the track to say, nah, this is my turf, my turf. Don't you worry, I'm gonna come and beat y'all. Now this is quite clever from Jack. If he, I hope we've been watching this because if he just stays behind Praga, you know, gets a reasonable distance, he could get a lovely tow as Praga enters the pit lane. Tow is quite critical if you can get it in the right place. I don't think Jack quite caught on, unfortunately. But he tried. Or, well, he didn't try, that's the whole point. He's letting the Renault through. Maybe looking for a bit of space there as Oshin gets by. I mean, look how slow he's going. We also got a slow racing point of Skivan ahead. But here he goes up the hill. Let's see if Jack can go fastest on this try, or will he do a second out lap. We did see that Will did a faster lap on his second try with the tyres, and so Jack is just going to do 2 out laps, 2 slow laps, and then a fast. That means we can watch somebody else for the time being. We obviously saw Skivan was out there. Here he is. Where's Greeny LFC? Is he any further along? Oh, he's way further along. Let's watch him. Sorry, Skivan. We'll catch you at the end of your lap, I'm sure, unless I completely forget, which would be very mean. Yeah, he's only half a temp off pole. You've gotta make sure pretty much all these times are being watched, just in case they, you know, right to the top. So a bit late on the DRS, but it should still be a relatively respectable time. This P5. Not too bad. Here is Skivan. He's up by over 0.3 of a second. This is going to put him way up into potentially even the top 3. If he can find just a little bit more. Here he comes. It definitely looks like a fight between Jack and Will for pole at the moment. They're just a little bit further ahead than the rest. Although Skivan puts himself right into the frame. We'll see if we can get a set lap on those tires. It does seem very possible. And let's see the proof of that. We've already saw Will do it on his second lap on a set of the softs. Let's see if Jack can do the same thing. Here he comes to start the lap. The car is absolutely on rails through this first sector, isn't it? That's incredible to watch. I'm terrible that first selection of corners, and he's just made it look like light work, and it isn't even as fast his way through. Off there goes Oshing. He must have been out on track again. I swear he went out with Jack, but I think he's been in and out again. Maybe he went into a bad set of tyres or something. Bit of traffic from the Toro Rosso ahead. Now, obviously, depending on how long he decides to wait to pass, or how long he decides to wait to let Jack through, he lets him through now, so there's no sort of distraction. Any cars ahead he can get a tow from? There's Warren's reversing Williams. There's 2 McLarens that are getting ready to try something interesting. Will Jack be able to take a little tow from that? Let's find out. 39 seconds to go in the session, not long to get things done now. And this is the lap. Can it get Jack onto pole position? It looks pretty tidy, although it is derating a bit. But it is enough for P1 at the moment. It does show there's a bit left on the table as Will prepares to start his lap. It's going to be a very last minute attempt. Look at this, 20 seconds to go on the clock. He's leaving it very late indeed, and he's going to be the showstopper. Let's see if he can make this one work. Meanwhile, there are more people on laps. Here's Foxy Dude getting ready to finish the lap. He's up by a little bit, could be enough to just help him extend from Tom. Well, I say actually, Skivan made it like 2/10 in the last section, so you just never know what someone else could make. Let's see if Foxy Dude's judged it right. Has he got the ERS? He does indeed. I think it's going to be a good lap, this one actually. Puts in P4, so yeah, he just couldn't quite close enough. Sam's just gone P6. Leroy. And Oshin at qualifying in the wall. Pushing too hard. He'll start last. Leroy, he's down at the moment on his lap. He needs to find a little bit more to try and break a bit further up into the top 10, but that's not exactly how you want to be doing that. I think the lap's gone right wrong for him. So let's see if Will can find what he's looking for. This time on a first attempt on a set of tyres, as Tom goes up to P2 now. And look at this. Is this Ollie giving the toe to Will? Repaying the favour for what happened earlier in the session. Is this going to be Will taking pole here? Surely to God he has to do it. And he does. Great teamwork from Red Bull to get Will onto pole. Something that Jack will not be very impressed to look at, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Half a second separates the top 10 here in qualifying. Great to see them so close, even though it's pretty much expected. And what I think is what's more impressive is it's actually 2/10 between the top 6. And a 1.2 second field spread. A few bad laps in there, a few reversing cars, a few blown up cars. All in all, a rather successful qualifying session. Now, Brazil is one for good racing. And just general chaos. So, quite why there's only 4 of you all watching. I'm disappointed, honestly. But it is Will on pole then, from Jack, Tom, Foxy Dude, Skiva and Samster, all within 2/10 of a second of each other. Very good times. Nick, then Greeny LC, Ollie, Leroy are your top 10. They're all starting on the softs. Then CC, Brain, Praga, and Warren and Oshin will get their free tyre choice. We're saying video quality seems to have dropped from down. That's 10 minutes ago. Sorry, I was too busy watching the session. I forgot there was a chat from a win. From where I am, it's okay. Then again, I'm right beside the PlayStation. Oh, it is a bit grainy actually, isn't it? Oh Jesus. Curious. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot I can do about that. I don't know. There's somewhere I can go to decrease the quality, because that would fix it, I think. Yeah, nothing I can really do about that. Sorry. I might just have to stop doing 60 frames and try and keep with the 1080p, because I think that's okay. It's just maybe trying to process 60 frames isn't exactly what this PlayStation likes to do, even though it's like designed for it. But well then, let's have a look at the tyres, shall we? Top 10 we already know what they're on, but CC, Brain, Praga and Arms are going to go on to mediums, with Warren and Oshin doing their softs as well. Looks like it could be a pretty simple one stop then, soft to mediums, if we're going to believe that. Let's find out. Will really holding the pack up here, because he's sort of got a bit of a move on there, but to decide, maybe I should like slow down a bit. Right, so let's have a look at their helmets, shall we? bit of a helmet review revival. Is it really a revival? I sort of keep doing it, but yeah. So Will is pink, Jack is black. Jack Black, funny. Tom with his interesting colours, probably the worst colour he could have chosen, but you know, it's okay. Foxy's got a pretty sexy helmet, hasn't he? Look at that from the outside, beautiful. Ski Van, you're boring, aren't you? Looks nice though, like boring. Nice is okay. Just a bit uninspired, that's all. Samster, yeah, you're just boring, aren't you? Is that Senna helmet? Nick, nice pink. Always like this pink. Green Elsie. It's weird. The McLaren helmets always seem a bit odd. Ollie with the lovely blue and pink. Again, must be a thing. I know what they're doing it. I think. Look at this. We've got a lot of holding up going on here. It's yeah, very congested, isn't it? It's incredible. But Oshi's got a nice one. Ooh, nice. But anyway, it's like a B-Tech Paul McGuinness, isn't it? Just because he's got the McG in there and it's 38. Not a nice. Sorry, I'm bullying his name now. That's a bit mean. Are we ready for some racing? Good, because this place could be absolute chaos, and when the 5 lights go out, it'll be time to go racing here at Interlagos. Lights out, away we go. Really good start from Willie. Should keep that one into turbo. But alright, Tom, will he be able to find a way past Jack? On the outside, he's going to have a look, but there's no way through for now. So it looks like Jack's actually had the better run. Luckily for Will, there's ghosting on at the moment. I wonder if that's a mistake, because I don't think there's actually collisions on, which some would say is for the better. But I have a feeling I might need to restart. Oh, ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that completely. There's been a huge accident, and Praga has got some air. Oshin is also out of the race, but it does seem to have a few netcode issues or something here. But it is Will still leading the race from Tom, or Will, sorry, from Jack, then Tom, and then Samster. Not 100% sure what exactly happened there on the start, but all I do know is that there's a bit of an issue with connection. Because, I mean, Jack, quite frankly, should have taken out Will, and then Tom probably should have taken out something. They all should have taken someone out. The crash was inevitable, and it ended up being rather spectacular when it did happen. But unfortunately, we've lost 2 from this race already. And I think we're all going to be still within the DRS ranges of each other, which is, you know, nice. So, Will leads the... Will leads the race, and these times are all wrong. They're all wrong. Give us a minute. We'll give them a minute. Look at every time, and we're side by side with Nick and Leroy. Leroy happily decides he's going to not have an accident and live to fight another day. You should see a bit of debris from the Ferrari. Or not, interestingly. It was flying everywhere. I mean, did you see him? Literally, it was up, down, all around, and all that stuff. But, sorry, I'm in a very giddy mood at the moment. Here comes Warren. That's some move there, and Arms had to get out of that one. I think Warren was about as committed as I've ever seen anyone through that side of corner. I think Arms really should have got out of that one before it got ugly, and he did, but he has lost a few seconds in the process. He's on the mediums though, so I think it's all about the long haul for him, I guess. As long as he just sticks on the back of this, he'll make some gains eventually. Well, let's see if Jack can have a look at Will up the hill. He's obviously got... You know, he's got 34 more laps to do it, but he'll want to get it done as soon as DRS is enabled, which is in about 2 seconds time. 1, 2, and well, actually Will's pulling away, so I think Jack will need the DRS. So let's see if there's any sort of effect of it down this straight. ERS has been put relatively high for both of them, actually pretty much the same, and then down a bit as Samster's got Tom. So it looks like the wheel-to-wheel fighting's already started with the DRS. So they're not waiting. Tom on the inside, a bit of contact with Samster. He has to back out, looking for Foxy Dude. He's going to get past on the inside of turn 5, and Samster goes from 4th to 3rd to 5th in the space of a couple of seconds. The joys of Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. And no, this isn't the season finale. That surprised me as well. Now, wouldn't this have been great for a season finale? I don't know if we're doing Abu Dhabi this season. I think it's Mexico next, if I can remember correctly, and then Japan will be our finale, which is a bit old school. Oh, that's some blimmin' slide there from up. I don't know if that was again netcode, but if it wasn't, what a save there from Foxy Dude. Because that looked pretty... Oh, that's going to be close to contact. How are these guys going side by side through there? Someone tell me how they've not died there. That's incredible racing. But Nick gets by into P7. I'm not 100% sure how they've still got legs after that, because that was simply impossible, that move, but they made it work. And we've got side by side here, but we also got a potential move for P4 again. Here comes Samster on the inside of Foxy Dude, and he should get this one on the exit. The exit on the inside for turn 5 is much better, but it looks like Foxy Dude is maybe the one lagging a bit here. It's sort of hard to tell. Obviously my quality on the stream is a bit down, so I don't know if it's me or not, but whatever it is, I'm sure these guys aren't enjoying it. It does seem a bit jumpy, doesn't it? I would explain, like I said, everyone was ghosting in turn 1, but yeah. So let's see. The ELS is dying quite quickly here on this track by the looks of it. I mean, I guess you don't need a full tank though. You only need enough to get you down this main blast and the back straight, which actually is quite a lot when you think about it. But there's Samster and Foxy Dude side by side again. Samster on top for now, but it looks like Foxy Dude might have a little look on the exit. We'll see. It looks actually as well that Tom is dragging Samster along nicely. Warren, I think, has just lost the position. He has, so he's fighting with arms for a bit. Is Jack now starting to put the foot down and try and have a fight here with Will for the lead? As I say, he's got plenty of time. He's got, what is it? 32 laps including this one, so he's got time to think about it. We'll see what he decides to go for. Will he go for the Banzai move, which is very good for this track actually. You can go side by side practically the whole lap here, so it's a very rare occurrence when it does happen, but it can happen. We'll see what his plan of action is. What I do find though is ever since F1 2017, the racing quality around here has got a bit down a bit. Like, you can still follow pretty well, and that doesn't sound good. There has been an accident with Warren and Ams. I don't really know what's going on there, but they both pretty much parked it. And this is side by side. That's off the track for Leroy. Is he going to come back on and make contact? No. I was sort of expecting him to hop across the grass there and come straight into the side of Ollie, but no, Ollie got through. And it looks like Samster is actually starting to hold a bit of a trade. He's starting to fall a bit off the back of Tom. But I know, as I was saying, the racing quality around here can sometimes be a bit hit or miss after the introduction of ARS. On F1 2017, this place was absolutely blooming mental. You have no idea how good this place was in F1 2017. You know, it's a bit of a lost relic, this track, in a way. Or maybe I've got nostalgia for it. Can you have nostalgia for a game that's 2 years old? Well, you can. I mean, I've got loads of nostalgia for Sonic Mania. Anyway, my point is, I think ever since the advent of ERS, it sort of lessens the racing, because you spend most of your lap saving ERS to then use it for here, to then probably still not have enough to go for a move. It's a bit... but, I mean, I'm not complaining. We've got an 8-car DRS train for the lead. One little mistake in any of these guys, and well, they'll fall right to the back of that queue, if not further back, because if these two ever stop fighting, they'll probably join this fight in a moment. But here comes Ollie on Leroy. Leroy getting actually back past on that lap after being off at the start of it. But here comes Ollie again, making the move, and I think these guys have crashed again. Arms facing backwards. And he will just slowly pull away there, ignoring anything ever happened. Oh, that's going to be very easy to crash, and he has crashed it. Leroy's out of the race. I mean, he could have saved it, I mean, easily when I think about it, but if it was me in that position, I probably would have stuck it in the wall as well. But I think Warren might fancy joining him in a second. He's having a bit of a drifting turn with himself. I guess him and Ans have like a bit of fun in store for themselves today. I don't really know why, but I don't know if I'm winning for Ans actually. I might fancy pitting with that, but well, this is the situation we find ourselves in. We've got Will only guy in this train of 8 not having DRS. Not hugely important round here, I guess. Actually, thanks to ERS, as you can see, no ERS there means that Jack can't launch an attack on Will. ERS isn't a factor. He's throwing that down the inside. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a... I thought he was going to spin for a second, but he didn't quite. I mean, I know he's asking to have an accident here, Warren, but surprised he didn't actually hit the wall there. Answers the 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and at this rate, if he keeps messing about, he could end up behind these guys, as in being lapped. He won't quite be lapped, as the Warren does eventually have the inevitable accident. Oshin says bye-bye as well. Right, looking for the leaders. Where are they going to be? So they're not going to be a million miles away here from Alms. I mean, it's a bit concerning, isn't it? Slightly. Kind of what he's going to do next. Nick's as fast as that one. Look at this. He's getting very close, but they're all getting extremely close. In fact, it looks like Jack's lost a bit of his momentum, because Tom has been saving that ERS up a bit, and he's now got some to attack with. And Nick then in the other Mercedes as well is the fastest guy out there. Look at this for the lead. I mean, I did say this track was good for into racing. It's a bit hit or miss, but at the minute it's a hit until the move starts happening, and then it'll become absolute carnage, because we're already only down to 11, effectively 10, because Amd is pretty much nowhere. The field spread for the top 10 at the moment is only 8 seconds, which is like mind-blowing considering. Yeah, here we go up the hill again. Who has a chance to overtake? It's not really who has the big golden chance. Who has a chance to pass? Like, let's not over-exaggerate it here. If there's an opening, they're probably not going to go for it unless it's wide open. And no one at the minute even has that. Nick's sort of the closest one, but it's not really a risk worth taking. Any little twitches return 2 and 3 could open the door up to a move. But then again, if Jack made a mistake, he'd just be able to use the toe from Will just to hang on, because Will is naturally going to be going slower in a straight line due to the fact that he hasn't even got any DRS in the first place, which actually illustrates just how well a job he's doing of staying in the lead of this. Then again, I'm well saying that he's been saving his ERs pretty well. In fact, it looks like Jack's the one who's struggling the most with it. Certainly Skiban looking the best of it. If he can start getting a move on, if he paces this right, he could be really in this fight soon and actually making some moves. But looks like Samster's caught the back of Tom in a good place right now. Let's see what run he gets. It's a bit of a slide, but it's a potential move here. Let's see if Samster can make it stick. Up towards turn 1. It's at this point where the slipstream will really show itself, but I don't think Samster's got a chance. If anything, Jack's got more of a chance of passing Will. So let's watch him. He's got up to 40% on the ERS. He's surely going to be whacking that up to overtake now, or at least high. This could be a chance for the lead. Let's see if he goes for it. Although, as I said, Will is doing an extraordinary job of saving that ERS up. These guys are getting closer and closer, and eventually we will start seeing some moves. I'm not too sure when the pit window is, but I guess it's pretty loose, pretty open to interpretation. It's a one-stop, a soft to medium, and I guess they'll probably both go pretty long. It's just, I think the pit windows will be quite large here, and when the field spread is 8 seconds, possibly less now, actually, thinking, oh, okay, CC Brain is the one holding this, but then again, he's on the mediums, okay, he's on the mediums. Do you know what? CC Brain actually could be looking really good here later on, just because of the fact that this is so close. But up the hill we go again. See, now it's Jack the one who's a bit slower, but then again, he'll get the run on Will, who, as I say, is managing his race perfectly. He's starting to pull away a little bit now, just to try and maybe help put Jack under some pressure. But Tom, I said it's a pretty loose window. He's pitting, and so is Greeny LOC. They are the ones to blink first, but Greeny LOC speeds in the pit lane. That's going to halt his progress a bit. Ollie's pitting as well. No one being held up in the pits, luckily, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're all okay. So, Yeah, it does seem a pretty loose concept. These tires will go however the hell long you want them to, by the looks of it. So, let's see who wants to pit on this lap. I guess if you're Jack, you'll be probably wanting to find a penalty in pretty soon. And then if you're Will, you'll be thinking, when do I pit now? Maybe these guys will all end up in the pits and we'll see Tom in the lead. I think we have to see the top two in. We have to see the top two in on this lap, or else Tom's going to jump them both, surely. And Will has done a brilliant job managing the early stage of this race. Now it's time to find out how he handles the one and possibly only pit stop in this one. Tom is in plenty of clean air, by the way. He is 10.5 seconds behind CC Brain. He's got plenty to work with, and Jack's pitting, but Will isn't. Samster is not either. Foxy Dude is stayed out because he wants to go for a move on Samster. Into turn 1, fastest lap for the Toro Rosso. We got some yellow flags. That's possibly, well, who is that for actually? I have no idea who that's for. Anyway, let's see if Tom can get past Jack. This will give us a pretty good indication of whether he will get past Will as well. Likelihood is Jack's jumping Will, and look at how powerful the undercut is. I know Jack's got the tighter line on the inside, so we should catch up a bit, but look at that. Tom's got by, and that's pretty much the gap that Jack had to Will. So are we going to see the lead change hands here and see Will, the guy, he's fighting Tom in the championship, I believe. They are the two guys at the top as far as I'm aware. Will we see Tom take the lead of this Brazilian Grand Prix? Will, he's not having that bad of a lap, but Tom has already closed another second on CC Brain. He just seems to be on rails at the moment. So let's see how Will gets on. Will he set another lap? I don't really think he's got any reason to at this point. Let's see if he can get it slowed down. Locking up, but getting it slowed down pretty well there. Foxy Dude leads this race. Skivan second, and Samster and Nick follow. Will into the pits. Will there be any holding up of the guys? I think it should be pretty good actually, because they came in pretty much grid order there. And you know, the Red Bull pit came latest, so he was in first, and Ferrari and Mercedes. It all worked out well. Tom fastest lap. Look out for that Mercedes car, the silver hour. You should see it going through turn 2 any moment now. Look for him there. There he is, and there's Jack right on him as well. This could be pretty fun for the lead. Which of these three is going to get it? It could be any of them. Will's fallen to third, but will Jack get to first? Let's see on the outside of turn 4. He's going to give it a good go, but he's gone a bit wide. Will, well, he's panicking. No, he knows he's got to try and get by both of them now, let alone just one. But that was well managed there. They could have easily all clattered into each other, and they were very close to doing so, but well done to Tom there. He had the right idea. The undercut was very powerful. But now it's time to see if Will is able to attack. He has saved that ARS load, and Tom has burnt the hell out of it. So this could be very fun to watch as Foxy Dude leads this race, but he pits now. Yeah, Arms retires, so we're just down to 10. Well, only one pitter to go now. That'll be CC Brain, so he'll resume his track. Well, he'll take the lead. But who is going to take the next lead? Jack, by the looks of it, Scott. But what about Will? He's got a good run on Tom as well. The higher ERS helping them both to get through. And Tom, does he go for a banzai move? He does. Ah, Tom. Samster's front wing's broken pretty heavily, and here comes Foxy Dude into all this as well. And we've got some side by side with Greeny and Tom as well. And that's Samster out of the race. Surely he's just given up. He can't even crash himself out. Well, he has actually, just no actual damage. But yeah, that was a bit of a mess. Oh, Tom, he's gone to Greeny LSC now as well. It's all fallen apart for Tom, and unfortunately, Samster was just the innocent bystander and all that. Couldn't really do much about that one, and it's ruined the freeway fight for the lead. Real shame, that. Real shame. Well, this does mean that we now have a two-way fight for the lead, so it's not completely gone. We have seen the undercut work for Jack. He did take the lead legitimately, and Will did take second legitimately, so they would have been in this position anyway. But, yeah, let's see. Will has become the chaser. Let's see how effective he can chase. This has really helped out Foxy Dude as well, by the way. He set the fastest lap shortly before pitting, so he has got some good pace there. And now, having seen all the accidents happening in front of him, is he now able to start catching up and try and have a little go at the lead as well? It's really up for anyone at this point. And remember that CC Brain, when he pits, he'll come out onto a lovely, fresh set of beautiful soft tyres, which he will be taking to the end of the race for sure. Now, Nick, by the way, Skivan and Ollie, when they pitted, I hadn't really noticed this, I sort of didn't think anyone would do this, but they're onto the hards. So does that suggest that these mediums might not make it as far as maybe these guys hope? I guess CC Brain would be a good indication. He'll want to get about 25 laps into the race, I guess, with those tyres, I guess at the very most. But you know, approximately 25 laps in, so how's his lap times looking at the moment? They're sweet. The laps are fine for him. He's nice and consistent, so he's not having much of a drop off. So I guess these guys probably won't have too much either. But here comes Will now, and here comes Foxy Dude, a freeway fight for the lead, and Nick as well is catching the Greeny LFC. Has Jack got enough to defend with here? Will looks to be preparing by saving his ERS. Oh, Greeny LFC's crashed, I think. Look out for the McLaren. I don't know where it's went. I have no idea where it's went, but it's somewhere. It's somewhere, that's all I can tell you. Where is it? It says Sector 2, so let's look at the start of Sector 2. Because I don't see a McLaren. Although I don't know if he's passed them there now, but I think he must have. He couldn't have crashed, I don't know. Ah, well, anyway, Greeny LLC's out of the race, so down to 8 cars remaining, but out of those 8, 3 of them are in a very interesting fight for the lead. Will was saving the ERS. He should really have enough now to go full blast all the way until turn 4. And this is his chance now. Foxy Dude as well will be praying, hoping for these two to go side by side so he can just nip through and take the 2 in one go. But down to turn 1, Will, I think he's going to be smart here. He knows he can just wait, and hopefully he'll realise that Jack might not have the DR or the ERS. Well, he won't have either. He won't have DRS, he won't have ERS. And surely this is Will's opportunity to go for the move. Here he comes. Look at the slipstream, look at the toe, look at the ERS. He's surely got more than enough to go for it, but he decides to wait a little bit longer. I guess he's trying to whittle Jack down to nothing, so it's a nice easy overtake for him. But what this is doing is bringing Foxy Dude right into this, and he could snipe the 2 of them right now. He could absolutely just nick by the 2 of them. 6-10 separate these 4, or these 3, I apologise. It's the only sort of fight on track, but luckily it's the most important one. And so we hit the halfway point of this race. 3rd from last in the season, I think. But let's see. Samson in the chat there says, yep, his race is ruined, but look at how much ERS Will has now. You can't even compare it to the other 2. Surely Will has this in his bag now. He has to go for the move. But he's not. Does he fancy a turn 4 try this time? Bit of lag there, that could have ended badly. It's a very patient way game. Like, Will could have this done whenever he likes, it feels like, you know? I guess he's just waiting for the absolute perfect moment. Is this it? Nope. Foxy just got a really nice run. Does he fancy a move into turn 6? No. Listen, I can dream. Let me dream that I can do that. Or that he can do that. I can't do that. Let me dream that he can do that. Nick, I guess, well, I'm not even guessing. The reason he's not able to catch up right now is because he is on hards. But I guess he's, as I said, playing the long game, hoping that these guys on the mediums, their tyres start to fall apart a bit, which would help him catch up and maybe nick by all 3 at the end. But here's... Oh, that was a bit tight, wasn't it? I thought Foxy was on course to hit the wall there, and he's certainly lost a lot of time. He got caught up on the grass a bit on the exit of the penultimate corner. But, yeah, that could have been a very nasty one for him now. But luckily, he's still in it. Bit further back, but still within DRS range. Now, Will looks to be setting up a move again, but will he go for it this time? For P2, otherwise known as the lead. Will he go? No. He's not going to. He actually wasn't anywhere near as close as I thought he might. We've got Connor in the chat talking about all the DNS. It's actually been pretty entertaining, though. And we had an aerial accident on lap 1, which was sexy. I don't know how else to describe it. You need to watch it yourself. It was odd because there was a lot of net code going on at turn 1 and 2, and just as I was saying, I wonder if we forgot to turn collisions on. Huge accident ensues, and so we see 2 wiped out straight away. Then, well, what the hell even happened to Leroy? Oh yes, he lost it up the hill, turn 6, lost the back end. I said you could do it in qualifying, did it in the race instead on heavy fuel. Will's not going to go for this, I don't think, but we'll just keep an eye on it just in case. He seems to be very patient with it. Foxy gets a penalty. Warren had an accident that was inevitable because he had an accident with Ams just beforehand at the final corner. Both of them pretty much gave up, and their crashes followed. Then Samster had an accident with Tom after Tom went flying up the inside of Will, hitting the Red Bull, a very reminiscent move to Ocon Verstappen, although Will didn't actually spin round. He had a bit of a half spin. Tom, though, absolutely just went kamikaze and had damage, I think, and then we had Samster flying to the back of him as well, and then he went off and killed himself a few moments later. Greeny LC, haven't a clue where he went, but I'm assuming he had a pretty horrendous accident. He must have flew out of the track. And yeah, we're left here with CC Brain, the only driver not to pit, as he does enter the pits. That's on lap 21. So I can see why Nick would go for actually the hards, because they will certainly get to the end, but it sounds a bit questionable. Look at this, we've got Foxy dude going for 2 for 1. I think he just hit the back though, and this is getting pretty intense. We've got, is there any damage? I haven't, no, there's no damage, but he nearly hit the back of Jack there. But this is getting personal. This is for the lead of the race now, no net leads anymore, and Will having to put the defensive game on rather than the attacking game. But as I say, CC Brain last to pit, but the guys in the hards, they will 100% get to the end. 21 laps though seems to be where CC Brain was happy to pit. And Jack, just, you know, for reference, how many is he going to do? He's going to do 24, I think. So, yeah, we'll see if they get to the end on that, because that could certainly play into Nick's hands. Skiban, Ollie, and, so, well, of course, CC Brain. He's out there on a new set of softs now. So Will has had that attack on him now. Maybe it's about time he starts to pass Jack. I don't know what's taking him so long. Can you see why I don't like ERS in these games? Like, can you see what I mean? Like, I miss the good old days where you could just whack it up to Rich and go. None of this, oh, I could go for it if I wanted to, but I won't because reasons. Come on, Will, you've got to go for it now. This is a better chance than you've had the whole race, and he does finally go for it. He must have heard me complaining about him. He tends to do that. And Will puts a big slide on as well, just to show his appreciation for what I just told him, as he takes back the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, Foxy dude, we saw him put the attack on Will. He nearly got, actually, 2 for 1 at turn 1. But decided he was not going to go for that. He decided just to hold back a little moment. Not too long though. He's back. He has got a penalty though, I think. Will and Jack, as far as I'm aware, don't have any penalties. Yeah, Jack's 1 away, Will's 2 away, and Foxy Dude has a penalty. So now it's his turn to get by Jack. I mean, Will's really pulled a second on him. I don't know what took him so long to go for it, but now it seems to be falling apart for the Alfa Romeo driver, as Foxy Dude fancies the outside line rather than the inside line. Didn't quite work when he tried to pass Will. Not going to quite work when he tries to pass Jack as well, but this is setting a move up for turn 4. He's got a much better run. You can see it on Jack. But on the DRS, will he have enough straight line speed to go by? Jack put his DRS on and off there by accident, I think. Luckily it didn't cost him, but it could have done. Meanwhile, CC Brain, how far is he off the lead? He's 12.8 seconds. It's not out of the question. He might catch this at some point. He's dispatched of Ollie pretty quickly. He's now got 6.7 seconds to the next car, so we'll keep an eye on him, as I said. It's just the field spread at the start was so little that really helped out CC Green a lot. I think he would have been way further behind if it was, you know, a normal race where people weren't so like close on pace. Like say it's happened at Abu Dhabi, the same strategy. He would have been about 30 seconds back by the time he went to his pit stop. You know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, Jack's just not close enough for a move. But now, nor is Foxy Dude. He had his opportunity. He might still have another opportunity soon, but ERS, once again, a deciding factor for all three of them now, actually. Will, that's the reason he pulled away. He just used all of his ERS up, but somehow Jack's... he's got less, somehow. And Foxy Dude's got the most out of the three. So, let's see. Up to turn 4. Foxy Dude will follow. Not go for a move. It's a shame because they get a good run out of turn 4, these guys, but they don't want to go for the move. Mainly because it will kill them, but listen. Or sorry, turn 4 and turn 5. As you know, I'm a very excitable little fellow. I would love to see a move around there. We saw one. Sorry. To be fair, right, before Warren went a bit cuckoo in the head, he actually had a really nice move around a turn 6. He went around the outside of Arms. Okay, it was a bit of contact, but I mean, you gotta respect the bravery to go for the move in the first place. And Foxy nearly has another moment up the hill there. He nearly had a big crash there 2 laps ago when he got onto the grass, and there he had a bit of a tank slapper. It's very easy to lose the car there, but unfortunately it's just sort of halted his progress up the hill to turn 1. And yeah, we're not going to see a move here yet. The issue for Foxy Dude is, as I said, he has a penalty. Jack is 1 warning away. We'll check if he's still only on 1 warning, because it'll be important to note when he is 1 away from a penalty, just to add a bit of that attention. Lovely. Yeah. Sorry, listen, I've got a small audience here. I'm trying. I've got 8 viewers. I don't know what's happened. We've got 6 viewers now. God damn it. Someone tell me what's going on. I'm trying to... Don't you like this? It's a freeway fight for the frickin' lead, man. Frickin' hell. Right, Foxy Dude has his best chance yet. He got a great run through the last corner. Or sorry, penultimate corner. I think this is technically the last corner what he went through now. But here he goes, Foxy Dude. This feels a lot similar to when he had a chance of getting 2... Oh my god! It's Jack, man. Open your eyes. You got mirrors for a reason. Luckily there was no damage caused, and surely Foxy Dude's going to be relentless now. He doesn't care, he's just... I guess that's his mindset, so he's just going to go all the way past, and that was a bit of boneheaded driving there from Jack, and he gets exactly what he deserves. Well, he lost the position. I mean, what else do you want? He lost the position. Yeah, I guess that's a slap on the wrist. Try not driving into people on the straights next time. And now can Foxy Dude go after the lead. He knows he has a penalty. I guess, yeah, I'm sure he'll ask Jeffrey on the radio. Hello, Jeff, have you got any information on penalties? No, you're doing one, so go and pass these guys. And so he will be doing just that, hopefully, in a moment. Unless Jack decides to go for a bit of revenge. No sign of Nick starting to catch up on the hards yet, by the way. He's thereabouts, but yeah, not really quicker yet. It's about the last, well, it's the last 9 laps, okay? So if it's going to happen, expect it to happen in the next sort of 5 laps. Expect to notice these guitars going off and the hard starting to really ramp up. It could be just one of those things. Maybe it won't happen, and if it does, it'll be right at the very end. But it could be a 4-way fight for the lead at some point, especially if these guys keep driving into each other on straight lines. And the ERS is particularly low for these guys, and Nick, well, he's just waiting, ready to pounce with his near full tank. I must say, he's playing the patient game and it's working, I believe, so far. He might well find some very good rewards for this soon. So Will still leads this race. He's now saving his ARS up as well. And, well, thanks to these two trying to kill each other on the straight in sort of all-out war, Will has taken the opportunity to save that ARS, and it's working out rather well for him. Jack has enough to try and challenge Foxy Dude now. He's got enough to get him down to turn 1, while Foxy Dude, well, he simply doesn't. But he's just not got the run. And it's not even getting too much, even though he had enough ARS in the tank to fully power it. Once you get to like 10%, it just sort of starts to burn out on you, and you can't really use the ARS at all. But Foxy Dude was alright to keep going. You know, the thing Jack should know as well is that Foxy Dude has got a penalty. It's not even like it matters if he passes you, as long as he doesn't get 3 seconds ahead, which isn't going to happen because he's got Will ahead. And we've got Speedwood from Inside Line Racing 8 here. Hello, dude. Are you taking part in that 5-lapper thing on Thursday? If you are, yeah, you're going to be ready for a great stream. You're going to love life. Didn't we commentate with each other once? I swear we did. Do you not remember? Was it like F1 2017 back in April, like a year ago? Okay, you're not taking part in that 5-hour thing, but do you not remember that? I swear we did a commentary once. Maybe it was someone else, but I swear I couldn't figure out where I remembered your name from, but I swear we commentated with each other once for like a £10 gift card thing for like a race around Japan. Jack now gets a penalty, so he does have to pass Foxy Dude now. One hub? Did we commentate one hub? I don't think we did commentate one hub. I thought it was something else. Anyway, sorry. Ollie's decided he's going to go for the fastest lap. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't think it was one hub. I would have remembered if it was one hub. Because I've only done like 3 or 4 comments. Maybe you commentated on me in one hub, but I'm pretty sure we didn't commentate together on it. Sorry, yes, I'm getting distracted because the lead fight sort of died down a bit. I thought for a second we had 9 viewers, but that's F1. Oh. Right, so Jack's now got a penalty, so he actually has to try and pass Foxy Dude. Which isn't working. Now all we need is for Will to get a penalty. Is he on that second warning yet? No, he's keeping this nice and clean, is the young lad. And Jack is alongside. Here we go. Bit of contact, they just can't help it. And Jack goes past. F1 TS Hub, was it that? I don't think I was never a part of F1 TS Hub, if you're talking about that, because that's what one hub was before. Oh, is it? Oh, it's raining! It's raining, people! I didn't expect this. I was told to be full dry. It's raining, people! My God! Sorry for my spontaneous excitement, but it's raining now. Well, this puts a spanner in the works, doesn't it? Suddenly Nick's had a great advantage, because these hard tyres work beautifully in the rain. I know from experience. These tyres are crap, the mediums, in the rain, and so let's see how heavy it gets, because they've got 5 laps to go here. It's a long way to go on a set of tyres that's going to get slightly useless and worn. This has got interesting, people. I didn't think it was going to... Well, it's not like it wasn't interesting before. But, yeah. This is fun. Okay, by the way, we're making sure we're talking about the right people. Owen Wyatt's here, and you're JP. Oh, God. I'm sure we did a Japan race. That's all I know. That's all I know. We never did it once, and the guy that won it got a £10 gift card, and it was the absolute worst race I've ever watched in my entire life. And I left the frickin' group chat. Was it Voltex? Something like that. Anyway, sorry. We can have this conversation later. Because it's now raining. And, well, the question we've got to ask now is, will we end up needing to go to intermediates? Because if we do, the guys on the mediums, they'll really struggle. But Nick will love this. He'll know he's on the right tire right now. And if he can just keep this on the island, he knows the two guys ahead have a penalty. He's not actually within their zone. As Nick, Nick has a penalty as well. Oh, that's frustrating. What about Will? Has Will got a penalty yet? Or has he got a second warning or anything now? So Nick has to get a move on then. He should be on the right tire for this though. It just depends how heavy the rain actually gets. It could be like a Baku style situation where the rain gets heavy enough, but not quite. It's like the full midpoint, but it's just not worth pitting. This, I guess, is going to be a Belgium 2008 style finish, depending on how heavy the rain gets. But as far as I can tell, this rain seems to be completely out of nowhere. Because no one seems to have saw this one coming, at least what I was told. So, yeah, this is put a spanner into the works. And did Ollie ever get that fastest lap? He did get the fastest lap before the rain came down, and he's lucky he did as well, because, yeah, well, yeah. It was good timing on his part. I guess he was told, like, well, it's fair. Jeff has probably been telling these guys on the radio. Voids organised it. Yes, he did organise it. That is right, he did organise it. I do remember that. Yeah. I think that's where I probably still have the DM that he sent me, actually. Well, that's all I know. I know we are extremely off topic at this point, but the rain at the moment isn't getting really heavy enough to worry anyone at the minute. Is there a last minute twist to this? The big question. I gotta check Will's warnings again. Yeah, Will's got this one under control, I think. As long as he can just keep it on the island. Yeah, JP, it was the Voltex Esports Challenge, that's what it was. It was Japan, yeah, it was Voltex Esports. I'll just find it. So okay, well, there's that one sorted. That's when I commented with you. The one time we did it on Twitch, it was the day of the Fortnite event, the Rocket, because I remember I really wanted to watch it, but then I signed up for that and I think, okay, I can't let these people down. Right, okay, that's what it was. I remember now. Okay, good. Are Foxy Dude's tires starting to fall off a bit, or is he just starting to succumb to the weather? Because this is just a time. You need to. There's 1.5 laps to go here, right? We don't need another. Is it Glock? Is that Glock? Although it does feel like we're heading towards it. You know, is that Will spinning off and bottling as usual, or is that Nick flying through the field on the tires that actually work at the moment? It does feel though the tires are working it's working well. Final lap of the race is beginning. We still have DRS enabled for these guys, so it should be alright. But nah, JP, it was the Voltex Esports Challenge, because you still had your JP Greenwood account. That's the one you used to stream on. We had issues with Twitch that day, and it was the only stream we ever did. And it was a bit old. It was terrible racing. It was absolutely woeful. Unlike this one has been brilliant. This one has been fantastic. The F2 boys, there haven't been too many of them, and the ones that did turn up all crashed. But the ones that have survived put on a good show. A three-way fight for the lead, pretty much the whole way through. A few different names in there with that top three, but at the end of it all, it looks like Will, as long as it all goes well, should be on his way to victory. Let's see. No, is it Glock? Is that Glock? It looked like a late dive there from Jack, actually, but he couldn't quite make it work. So up the hill, the rain doesn't look heavy enough. It looks like Will is going to get to the line with no real issues, and the championship favourite takes one more step closer to the crown as he wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Jack is P2 for now. Foxy Dude third, Nick fourth, and Ski Man isn't close enough to gain from many penalties. He's got loads anyway. CC Brain will finish fifth then as a result. Ski Man will be sixth, and Womme Tom is this today's championship challenge falls apart. I'm not 100% sure what the points are, but it can't be looking very good as he comes up to the line. Is it over for him? And Ollie miles away. sorry, I can't help it. You probably got my prestige seat actually thinking about it, Ollie, so you should really respect me forever now. Anyway, he finished 8th. Everyone's last. Well, there's your podium then. Red Bull and Will taking another step towards the championship. Another very good performance. He had to work for this one today. He had all sorts going on, but Will, he really has found his form now, and he's on course to take the title. 2 to go, I think. I think we're at Mexico next, I think, and then we're definitely Japan for the last one. I think. Lots of certainty in my voice there for that, but yeah, we'll be somewhere. We'll be somewhere around the world. But for now, that has been PSGL F2. I will quickly go over the order for y'all, and then we'll end this one off. So Will won the race from Jack and Foxy. That's your podium. And then Nick, CC Brain, Ski Van, Tom, and Ollie were the rest of the finishers. And retirement, Green LC, having a go out with him. Samster crashed into Tom and gave up. Ams died, suicide I think. Warren, suicide. Leroy bowled it. Oshin and Praga had an aerial accident on lap 1, and it was pretty horrifying, but also hilarious. So that is it then. That has been PSGL F2. Thank you all for watching. Wasn't great numbers tonight, but the ones who stayed around, thank you kindly. I appreciate you. And I would shake your hand, but I can't. Safe travels. Oh yeah, also watch F1. Not that you weren't doing that already. That's probably why we hadn't have any viewers. But anyway, yeah, safe travel.